What's up, guys? Johnny Maggot here, and we're here with week 7 of year 4 to take on the 2-3 Colts. They have a very good defense, at least a very good front 7, and then they have Matt Ryan. He's still good, but he's aging in NFL terms. And we got them obviously beat at running back and receiver. Well, they got a decent receiver and a decent tight end. The cornerback, Maurice Callahan's pretty good, but I'm not worried about anyone after him.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Mad Nut.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Toronto Mounties and the Indianapolis Colts.
Corey's making a splash. 60-24.
No run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Might be making a trade with Corey after the game. Might be making 2 or 3 actually.
Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Good run
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They go play action with Ryan.
Wow, he got that away. He shouldn't have.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield.
3 guys right there. He's getting hit as he threw it too.
20 yards.
Holy shit.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
I had to hit on him.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan over the middle. It's Thomas. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Kicker's got a leg though.
When you run drag routes,
so if you get 4 yards here, it might be
stride,
close.
and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
There you go, knock it out of there.
To it through the contact. Incomplete.
Yeah, they could be going for this.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back
and
see the ball coming into the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
All right. Quarterback's back, so I want to throw the ball. I want to give the proper respect to their Saquon Barkley for being so awesome. So I gotta give him a start.
Now let's go! They go play action here on 1st down.
And he tries to throw it to the new guy, and he is
even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them. They're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much
double coverage.
Might have a couple
He
of picked off. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
That's a really good throw, actually.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He dumps it off to Barkley. And now the juke.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. get this one
There we go.
across the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Hey, that's a good run.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
Okay.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's caught, Shepard.
There we go.
And he's got the first down yardage before
Please, I
being
don't feel
taken
comfortable
down
making
at
with Tyrod Taylor.
midfield. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. They'll go option to the short side. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard
Really,
line.
the first play.
Now whistles here, and
That's
we've got
borderline
a man down,
risky.
man down on the field. We'll check on his status.
I get my quarterback
when we
hurt
get
again.
back.
Come on.
On second down, here's Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back-to-back running plays, putting them in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15? Here's Taylor. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Yeah.
Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard.
Abdominal strain.
And it's 4th. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
That's actually a relief, considering.
Game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. He's going to pull one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face
It
it.
hit kind of hard out of bounds.
Always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
He's kind of a lot out of bounds.
Going to have to just because they say so.
phone
And whether
call
it's
to
a
ignore.
script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Slow.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley.
Holding.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
That's right. Bottom. Yep.
So this will be
course.
accepted as it
Still
moves
first
the
down.
offense backwards. After the penalty, they go with Barkley.
Don't block him in the back
And
again.
he pushes way up to about the 44 here. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat
Yeah, front
performance
seven's
like
really
that.
good.
Agreed.
Taylor going to run the option right. And he is out of bounds inside
Can't
the
let Taylor get
35.
hurt. Chris
Beating him
Welch
there
is
with
even
his
worse than him.
legs. 21 yards, first down.
And that's exactly what this play is supposed to look like when it's executed properly. The handoff inside was taken away as well as the pitch man, but the quarterback made the perfect decision and kept it and sprinted deep downfield.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley.
They didn't call that illegal
He's gonna
block
go
on
out
back
of
too.
bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So a
Block him
decent
in the
game.
side, if anything.
Still first down.
Come on.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
The pitch goes to Barkley. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back.
Seated to my right, Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Toronto football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Taylor going to run the option right. A spin.
Really?
And he doesn't
He ran
quite
backwards?
make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big
Didn't
time
fall
gain
forward?
there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Whatever. Let's give it a safe one.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
There we go.
Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and
That
change
one's
our
been
momentum?
animal.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Play action. It's Ryan.
There you go.
He can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On third down, Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
All right.
And now back out comes the offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown.
Oh, Donald's back. There we
formula?
go. That's good.
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
he would have kissed it on the ground. Another toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result.
And now the ball's out.
And when you try to slide, he doesn't slide, and he fumbles.
At the 48-yard
He's not having a good year.
It gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you
There
get
you go,
after
Pierre
that is
Desir.
almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Get him
Pierre
down,
Desir
get him
in on the stop.
behind the
That was an
marker.
example of excellent defense there. They stuffed them. So now it brings up a third down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for him.
Crowell. He'll get it to the 23-yard line.
Don't need to injure him, just get him down.
Hey, let's go! Ready! White 25!
They go play action now. Ryan. He's got the
Oh,
tight
I
end,
missed
but
bad.
and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Here's Ryan to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it
And
complete.
face mask.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask.
That one doesn't bother me as
Certainly
much,
looked
though.
like
He's
it
certainly
is
putting it
foul
together
on
when
the
it was already
flag.
first
Face
down.
mask. Defense.
They'll give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Automatic
They're
first down.
inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
On second down, Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And that takes us from second to third down. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
A big play. Saves a
third
touchdown.
Down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Jakeem Grant now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis.
See if I get something going
right
with it
after
now.
this. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson.
I want to trade Richardson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Detroit! Gone!
They'll look to throw now.
Yeah, I want to develop.
Going deep
Bryant.
here for Bryant.
No,
and it's
didn't get there.
knocked away and incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball,
Let's let
4
Saquon
yards or
work
more
here.
on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete.
Man.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
You're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
He completes it to Bryant.
Nice play.
He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, we're out run by
They're able
Bryant.
to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Gone!
Looking to throw. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman.
There you
And
go.
they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play. Again, he'll drop the throw. And he's going to go down.
Nice.
Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Frank Clark in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got it. Now a timeout taken.
All right.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Settle down a bit. An old reliable empty stick.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They come out 5 wide. And it's caught.
There we go.
Touchdown. Sterling Shepard. in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Ready. Wait, 25.
And they'll go on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. So we have reached the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The toss out to Barkley, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Do you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Now back to throw. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Let's just get the first down.
The completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll look to throw here. And he gets it to Funches complete. And he's going to get this inside
I love being
the
able to
30.
throw the ball again.
And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Throwing it well.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll drop the throw. His throw caught right around the 6.
Bryant.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they...
And it's caught.
There we go.
Touchdown. In for the score. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the
almost
playbook,
look
and a
backwards.
great grab on the other end. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Over there. Single receiver. Ready. Blue 80. Go. Go.
Play action, Ryan. And he can't
There we go.
escape the
Will
pressure.
Nichols again.
Ryan
I
goes
love it.
down.
That's how we do it.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. It's incomplete.
Right.
Took a shot, couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
This is taken at the 15.
And some of it caught holding or blocking the back.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Dick Tusack, what are you doing?
So that one will be accepted.
10 yards rushing on this drive. I'm good. I need to get.
So the special
play some
teams
carries
penalty
anyways.
cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Leopard.
Barkley, toss play left. Got some room at the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Patriot.
Do the same exact play. I don't care shit.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Room to run past midfield.
Oh, there we go.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A tremendous play there from
Go ahead
Saquon
and finish it
Barkley.
off.
62 yards on the ground.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is
All right,
into
there we
the
go.
end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Oh, yeah.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers.
Drive
Sure, it's
goal,
great
get
to have
10
2
yards, he gets
touchdowns.
82.
The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to
Gotta
continue to
love
do
it.
so.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him.
shit.
All right? So you got to go
That
out
could
and
have
create some
bad
offense
news
for
right
us here
there.
and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that
I like
one was
it.
swallowed
I like
up
this
because
play
what
there.
they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the
It's really
play
the
there, so
safety
that
just
doesn't
clogs up
help.
the middle.
Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back, away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, free safety was there, no gain. He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially. I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to him every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's huge for them. Well, you know, especially on this play.
Ryan will throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
That's my fault. I got aggressive that drive.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
Oh, yeah, they do.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Let's see if he can one-play score here.
For it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Well,
I do want Saquon scoring this drive, but
what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little
check the ball
while.
downfield
Get at least
here.
2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indiana. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
Now they'll run it on the toss.
There we
And
go.
he'll take it into the end
Just what
zone
we
for a
wanted.
touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their
It's having a good
lead.
year.
He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this
It's
one,
good because Donnell's having a bad year with
He's the
injuries.
reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's able to get out to the
He
32
fell forward for a lot of
down
yards.
there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Ryan toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Ryan now to throw on third down. Working the middle here.
Shit,
That's complete
outside.
to Everett, the tight end. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, was able to make the sure catch, and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
There we go.
The first down screen pass, good
Knock
for
him down. He's
5.
trying to jump over you.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw is Ryan. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And his throw here's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Okay, get ready for the deep.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan.
Man, they keep on catching us on me. Crap.
It's complete.
Yeah, I
6
keep shading
yards is the
underneath.
pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Most plays I showed in the
Got a
league.
big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So I'm gonna shade over the top.
Again, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
They're gonna go for it, aren't they?
This defense was definitely alert to the
They're
possibility of the
faking,
deep
aren't
ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter.
Wow,
They
they
can
can take
expect
it?
more
They
passes
actually
like
find
that downfield. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is. I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams.
These aren't bad
They
numbers
put
for
it all
a
together.
miss
And I got to tell you,
6
I am
weeks.
beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
4 down, check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Khalil Mack.
Khalil Mack up there before guys can finish their routes. Or could start their routes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And Bryant's got it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No, check, Patriot!
Again, it's Barkley. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Rephrase that.
So it's our visitors with the football as we get you
Not
reset.
reading that.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his kick is good. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
More often than maybe people realize, so adjustments are often a big part of each and every game, and it's not just getting to halftime. It's series to series to make it work, and being able to hang in there when there's a little adversity early and see them able to flip it around, it's kind of gratifying for a team to watch, especially for our coach.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They go play action here on first down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that.
Really? That upheld? Just have tiny feet.
4 down. Ready? Like 25.
Now Ryan on first down.
Pick it
and
off.
the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
There we go.
And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's
good job, young guy.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Donald will
they give him a gain of 37.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted.
I thought for sure he'd get around Quadre, but Quadre bumped him
That's
enough
now
where
his
he
second
slowed him down, and
interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's second down.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there. But even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be
game.
incomplete. As time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
And that'll do it. Thank you for watching. I don't think anyone watched live, but we'll see you again probably tonight for Hockey Gods. And for those of you that watch hockey playoffs, real hockey playoffs, go Bruins. Peace.